host, Kim Bain, Executive Director with the Chamber. And today I have Casa, we were just talking about saying the name right, Casa Roble, no S,
Right.
FFA. And excited to talk to them. I'm kind of disappointed that there's no little fuzzy animals here with them today, but they can't always bring the animals because they steal the show. And they have a lot to share with us today, which I'm very excited to hear what they have going on. And it is also National Warm Pretzel Day. So we were just talking about National Warm Pretzel Day and what you prefer to dip your warm pretzel in, mustard or cheese. So drop a comment for a chance to win a gift certificate from a local business. We have Badfish Coffee. We have Scotty's Hideaway. We also have United Barbering for a haircut. So drop a comment and your comment may be chosen for a prize. So again, National Warm Pretzel Day, mustard or cheese. All right, you guys. Raylan, mustard, cheese, or something else?
I'm definitely a mustard girl.
Mustard?
Mustard on the pretzel.
All right, Garrett.
I'm going to have to say cheese.
Cheese?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Christina?
I think I'm more of a mustard person.
Mustard?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to be split down the middle because I'm cheese.
Yeah.
Definitely, gotta have, the gooey cheese for my pretzels.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hard decision. But
It is hard, right? So, and I'm trying to avoid carbs, so this conversation is going to be really hard for me. So, okay. All right. So now we're going to get to some community events, and then we're going to hear all about what the FFA has. So Divine Savior is starting back their free community meals. So you can learn more on their website about that, but the dates are May 19th and 26th and June 23rd and 30th. Again, Divine Savior is starting their free meal program back up. And then the long anticipated 7-Eleven grand opening.
Ooh.
It's finally happening. The 7-Eleven, the big, brand new gas station and market is finally opening this Thursday. So make sure to, go. They're going to have some events in the morning, and then they're open. So no more, the chain link fence is going to be gone. 7-Eleven, we get, surprisingly, the reason I'm kind of laughing to myself as I say this, we actually get a lot of calls and emails about what's going on with 7-Eleven. So personally, I'm glad that it's opening, just so the community will stop emailing me about 7-Eleven. So, but it's actually really exciting. The owner actually wants to get very involved in the community. He's been a long awaited, he's been a chamber member as he is, been awaiting, and he's had a lot of obstacles from county and labor shortages to get that open. So it's going to be a real asset to the community. And also, we keep talking about the Beer and Wine Garden Farmers Market starts May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. It's coming up very quickly. So, sorry, we're got some glitches going on here. So the Farmers Market starts at 3, and the Beer and Wine Garden will be 5 to 8, along with the live music. And so it's up under the trees at the community center. And so the chamber's just very excited to be part of this. And we also are going to have sponsorship opportunities. And so if your organization, actually we should have FFA come out, if your organization or business would like to come out and sponsor a night, you guys can't pour beer. No. She can pour beer. And so just to get more exposure for your community or your business, you can just email us, info@orangevillechamber.com for more details on that. But we're very excited. Have a beer and wine garden, live music, and food trucks every Thursday at the farmers market. So FFA does a lot in the community. And so just so people know what FFA is, why don't you start by letting us first kind of filling us in on what it's all about.
Okay. So FFA in general is a youth leadership organization, and it's what we call an intracurricular organization, meaning that it happens during the school day as well as it happens outside. But it's associated with our agriculture classes that we offer over at Casa Roble. And some of those classes that we offer, just an introduction to agriculture, an advanced agriculture, and then ag business. And then we also offer floral design and advanced floral design. So any student that is enrolled in any of those classes is technically an FFA member. And so we do like for them to be involved in all kinds of things. So yes, you'll see us, we try anyways, to get out there in the community and help as much as we can. We've helped set up a few events over at the Grange, which has been fun.
They helped us with events.
Yeah. We coming up on May 7th are actually going to host a little service day over at the food bank farm to help with planting and any weeding or whatever they might need done over there. So yeah, we try, and it's again very much about leadership. So we try and get the kids to do as many speaking engagements as they can, just being involved with community members in general, and just kind of taking on some of those leadership roles. But along with that, we ask that they have some sort of a project. And so that's one thing that we wanted to make sure that we talk about today.
That's I didn't know floral design was one of them.
Yes.
That's really cool.
We love floral, and we're getting a little bit more involved with events too, with doing centerpieces and things. We have for the San Juan Unified School District, they have a Spirit of San Juan night coming up on actually May 5th. And we're doing the centerpieces for that event. They've asked us to do the centerpieces. So Raylan actually really loves floral and is pretty involved in that. So she's going to help out a lot with that. Yeah.
That's great. Yeah. So besides all the cute little goats and chicks, there's other things going on.
Yes. We try and be very hands-on as much as we can. So with the floral as well as with the animals, we have a school farm that, we house a lot of goats. Like a lot of goats. We have some sheep and then pigs and then some chickens that kind of roam around as well. So yeah.
What's the sort of the most popular? Is it the goats, or is it just because goats populate a lot?
Yeah. I would say for our student projects right now, the most popular are pigs. We have we have a very full pig barn right now with 9 kids and 11 of those project pigs for them. Yeah. So
wow, that's a lot of pigs.
It is a lot of pigs.
Okay, so you guys have the fair coming up. So tell us about kind of leading up to that, and then also how the communities can support that.
Yeah. So the students have livestock projects, and they range from meat rabbits to basically our largest one would be a beef steer. And so we have, again, pigs, sheep, goats, rabbits, and then the beef steer. And those students get those projects oftentimes starting around in January, February sometime. And then they raise them all the way through until about the end of May when our Sacramento County Fair is. The students and their families are 100% financially as well as just physically responsible for that animal for that duration of the time period.
So the food, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if
that gets expensive.
If one of you wants to kind of.
So some of the financial stuff that we take care of, obviously the animal itself. So me and Garrett both ourselves have 2 pigs. And with the funds that I've raised for my projects in the past years, I've actually been able to pay for everything myself, which is super awesome because I get to keep all of the profit from it.
Yeah.
So it's the pigs. We have heat lamps and bulbs just to keep them warm when it's cold outside.
Yeah.
And then feed and any supplements or extra nutrition things that you want to give them.
Yeah. And what is that like? What's sort of a cost for that?
So the animal itself this year we paid $500 for each pig. And then depending on how many pigs you have right now, because I have 2 pigs, I'm a little more on the expensive side. At the end, we put in altogether around $900-ish. So with feed and everything else.
Yeah, so it can add up. That can really add up.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably the most expensive project is the beef steer.
Because they eat a lot, and I'm sure they probably need a lot of supplements.
Well, not so much the supplements. They have them for an extended amount of time as well. Longer than what some of these other. I mean, they're another 4 months, 5 months longer than what the smaller projects are. And she's the one student that has, I think, it's about $4,000 into hers.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Yeah.
It is a lot.
Yeah,
so
that's a lot.
Yeah, so the kids, I mean, they're there every single morning feeding these animals. They're there every single afternoon feeding them. And then, on top of that, they're exercising, they're practicing their what we call showmanship skills. Because when they go down to the Sacramento County Fair, we kind of call it like their Super Bowl event,
Yeah.
Because they show those animals. They have 2 classes that they show in. They show in what's called a market class, and that's where the judge is specifically looking at the animal and the quality of the animal. And then they have a showmanship class where the judge is looking at how well that student is as a showman with that specific animal and how well they do at showing that animal and the presentation of the animal. So they have to like give baths, they have to clip them, they have to everything, like make them look super pretty, basically, is what we want to say.
Well, yeah, it's like everybody kind of knows what goes into a dog show. And
right.
So, and so it's very, very similar. Sounds like it's very similar.
Yes.
The animal comes out looking prettier than you at the end of the show day.
I'm sure.
Absolutely.
I'm sure.
Yeah, they make the kids wear white jeans, so that's real fun.
Oh, gosh. That's torture.
Yeah.
That is torture. You're trying to, like, clean your pig and keep your pig clean in white jeans. Oh, that's great. That's great. So, Garrett, what animals do you have? She mentioned you have a pig?
I have 2 pigs actually this year. Yeah. First year that I've ever raised more than one. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's been a handful.
Yeah. So. And then, I mean, do you guys do other things outside? Are you guys in sports and stuff too, or do you do any other things outside? Because I can imagine this takes a lot of your time.
Absolutely.
Right. Yeah. Like personally, I'm not involved with any sports or anything. Like I'm strictly school and FFA and that's it. But I know Raylan, she's involved with.
So I was on the cheer team all throughout high school while doing FFA. And I also junior coach for the Junior Ram program. Trying to balance all of those things, and I had a job as well, is very, very difficult because the animals take a lot of time, and you want to make sure that they're the best quality that you can make them.
Yeah.
So sometimes you have to sacrifice other things to make sure.
Like a social life?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely,
Yeah. So you guys are really dedicated. Okay, so how can the community support you guys?
Yeah, so there's a couple of ways that they can. One is coming down to the actual Sacramento County Fair and being what's called a buyer, basically. So these livestock animals are sold in an auction. And so we are looking, all the time for buyers of the animals. And when you purchase the animal, there's 2 ways that you can purchase it. One is what we call custom, which basically means that you would like to have that animal harvested for yourself.
I like the language that you guys use.
Thank you. Yeah. And then the other one is what they call resell. And basically what that means is you resell the animal back at the market price, and you would basically pay the difference between your purchase price and what you resell that animal back for. So, maybe you're like, I just want to come and support, but I don't necessarily want to have,
a pig.
That meat in my freezer.
Yeah.
So there's those ways. The other thing that you can do is they'll have an opportunity for people, and this goes for anyone, to do what's called an add-on for the kids. And so basically that's just a donation of money, whatever denomination you want to make to that student. And you're basically just saying, hey, I'd like to help you out, get back some of the funds that you've invested in these animals. And so here's $20, here's $100, whatever it might be. And so they'll have that opportunity as well.
Okay. And then what about sort of like in the beginning of the season, you guys have done some fundraisers and things like that. So how do people kind of keep track of what FFA is doing? So do you guys have Facebook or any social media?
Yeah, we do. We have a Facebook page. It's just Casa Roble Agriculture or FFA. And then we also have an Instagram page. It's just Casa Roble FFA. And so, we try and post just events that we're doing on our Instagram page. We have one of our FFA officers has been pretty good about kind of showcasing a student or 2 every week with what their projects are and just kind of a picture of what the student looks like, what they're involved in, and then what animal projects that they might have. And so, we're trying.
Yeah. I mean, but it's a lot too, because you guys are all volunteers.
Yeah.
Everybody's volunteering, and everybody also, that's why I asked, like, your whole life isn't just FFA as well. We all have other things going on and volunteering.
Yeah.
So that's why, I just want to make sure that the community knows how to find you guys so that, when they make it as easy as possible,
right,
with everybody being so busy, that if they do want to support you, that they can.
Yeah. And even if you can't find those pages, always a good, place to start too is just contacting Casa Roble High School, and they'll lead you in the right direction with either, the email I have for work, or just, to one of those social media type platforms.
Okay. And then when is the county fair?
It is May 26th through the 30th. So it's the Memorial Day weekend.
Okay.
And the auction occurs on that Sunday, which is the 29th.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So go down to the county fair and support the local FFA. And if you can't make it to the county fair, just make sure that you're following them on social media so you know how to support them.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so again, remember it's National Warm Pretzel Day. Drop in the comments what's your favorite thing is to dip, mustard or cheese. We're split down the middle, mustard and cheese here.
Yeah.
So when you drop a comment, you may get an opportunity to win a gift certificate. So again, make sure that you're following the Orangeville Chamber on social media. And if you want any information on our events, make sure that you go to our website and go to our events calendar. And yeah, that's it. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Make it a great day.